Roughly 2 years ago, after I completed my pilot license, we wanted to fly to Florida and charter an airplane. But in March 2020, COVID hit Europe and Trump banned us from flying to his favorite holiday place. Instead of flying around in Florida, we flew with a Diamond DE40 to Greece. Since November 2021, we are now finally allowed to fly to the United States again. So I asked my flight instructor, who did a similar flight trip in 2019, if he can recommend me an airplane rental company in Florida. He told me, of course, go to John in Orlando. He is your guy for this trip. Back in Greece, with 4 people and luggage, we definitely reached the weight and performance limits of the DA40. I discussed with Magda, what should we do? And she said, we need more space. Let's charter a bigger and more powerful aircraft. I wrote John and got a reservation for a classic American airplane, a Cessna 182. And because we're in the US, I also had to convert my European license to an US Airman certificate. To make a long story short, after more than 2 years, we are finally in the US and just about to start our flight trip. The plan looks like this. We have this beautiful 182 for the next 10 days. And when you look at the map of Florida, you will quickly notice that just right east of the coast of Florida is a huge area with turquoise water, and that's the Bahamas, the beginning of the Caribbean. So the plan is that we fly to the Bahamas today because this 182 just takes 30 minutes from the coast of Florida to Grand Bahama, the first island, and so we will spend there the first week. In case it's still not clear, this is one of the top aviation goals hobby pilots like me can have. So come on board and let's enjoy this flight adventure together. Wonderful beach. Welcome to this first episode of our flight journey to the Bahamas. The initial leg of our trip was planned to be a direct flight from Orlando Executive to Freeport on Grand Bahama. The checkout for the plane took until the afternoon, and since it was late December, the sun set early. We didn't want to risk flying over the ocean in the dark. That's why we changed our mind and flew half an hour south to Fort Pierce. We had a beautiful evening flight over Florida. I was feeling super happy in the cockpit that the long-planned trip was finally actually starting. Fort Pierce is a perfect starting point if you want to fly to the Bahamas. There is a straightforward FBO with reasonable prices. Also, if you want to re-enter the US from the Bahamas, customs are available. The next morning, I called Miami Flight Service Station to file a flight plan to the Bahamas. The day before, we had trouble filing an international VFR flight plan on the website flightplan.com. This time, it was much easier by just calling them, and it was done in a few minutes. When you are leaving the US, you also have to make an e-APIS announcement. From my understanding, this is so the US knows who is leaving the country and who is coming in. After the paperwork was done, we prepared the airplane. Finally, the journey could really begin. So as always, come on board and enjoy this flight. Prop clear! We're in America, you have to shout it. Just me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Terrain system not available.
Let's go to the 80s. 134825.
Fort Pierce Airport information, Quebec 14530 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 22, dew point 17, altimeter 3014. Visual approach, runway 28 left in use. Use caution for birds in all quadrants of the airport. Notice to airmen, runway 1432 is closed. X-way Bravo 1, Charlie 7 and Charlie 8 are closed. Advise on initial contact, you have Quebec.
Oh, we have Quebec. So I guess we taxi to Charlie 3. Fort Pierce ground, November 24658, good morning.
24658, Fort Pierce ground.
November 24658 at Charlie 3. Request flight following to Freeport. We have a flight plan.
658, stand by. 658, can you say your aircraft size and requested altitude?
Requested altitude 7,500 feet, and say again the first.
658, what's your aircraft type?
Aircraft type is a Cessna 182. Cessna.
Skyline 658, runway 28 left, taxi to Charlie, Echo, cross runway 32.
Ground wind use 28, we'll taxi via Charlie and Echo 2658.
November 658, departure frequency is on 123.62, walk 4663.
Squawk 4663, and we'll contact departure 123.62.
November 658, read that correct.
Everything is a bit different in the US. I'm not used to it. I think I make a lot of mistakes.
I think that's normal.
That's Delta, and after Delta should come Echo. And a second on the right.
Yeah, Charlie Echo.
Echo here.
I think it's... Yeah.
Here's Echo, alright. Unfortunately, not everything always goes smoothly. The audio adapter that was supposed to record the radio communication had a problem, which is why the audio recording on this flight failed. In the second episode on the next flight, the sound was recorded more clearly again.
November 658, hold true to runway 28 left, and when you're ready, switch to the tower frequency. November 24658, Fort Pierce Tower, make a left turn out to the south, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff. November 24658, no delay, traffic is a lot, is turning 2 miles on. Number 24658, cancel takeoff, clearance, hold short of runway 28 left.
Hi.
Number 24658, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff, on course. Ready? Alright, 5212, Tango U1.
72568. Good morning, ground. Once you make this next right turn, you continue to taxi your hotel and you'll be making a left turn at the end. And you'll see parking where the other aircraft are. Next to the right.
Welcome to the Bahamas! I'm so happy that we didn't use the life jackets.
Me too.
Grand Bahama is a beautiful, quiet island. On the way to the hotel, beside the beautiful palm trees, miles of destroyed trees caught our eye. The cab driver told us about the devastating consequences of Hurricane Dorian. In September 2019, the hurricane hit Grand Bahama with gusts of over 300 kilometers per hour. Houses were flooded to the roof and destroyed. The airport was completely underwater and the terminal building destroyed. This was the most intense hurricane on record to strike the Bahamas. It is also regarded as the worst natural disaster in the Bahamas' recorded history. Even now, 2 years later, you can still see the impacts. Bravo!
Thanks, it was nice. Beautiful.
In contrast, we had the impression that the people on the island are really cheerful and relaxed. Perhaps this is due to the abundance of sunlight and the endless miles of tropical beaches. But just see for yourself. Here is a minute of Caribbean island feeling. Yesterday we had a wonderful flight from Fort Pierce, USA to Freeport, Bahamas, and today we will go snorkeling
To the rainbow reef, and there are many colorful fishes and hopefully many corals that are still alive.
We are looking forward to see a lot of fish. Please?
Wow.
That was awesome.
Who are not in water.